Land. Welcome to Crypto Land. It is October 24th, Sunday, and why don't we get some crypto chat in today? We got a lot going on. BTC looks like it might be in trouble. At the same time, it might have a nice arch pattern going on. You can actually see that a little bit on screen. SHIB has been blown up. What does SHIB do? It blows up. Well, it goes in consolidation for weeks and then it blows up. Goes in consolidation weeks, blows up. So that's a nice pattern. At least that's something maybe we can look at in the future. I am going to take un momento. I hope you don't mind. And I'm just going to share. Oh, it's me talking to me. I'm just going to share my lovely stream. All right. So, sharing is caring. And caring can also be fun. So as always, my name is DeMarco. My page is Conquering Crypto on Facebook. Come join us. We are a trading group that is here to help others. I am a chartist. That's what I do. That's what I do best. And I'm here to show you how I chart, how you can chart, and how I follow the market to make some buckaroonies. Yeah, buckaroonies. Do you not like that word? You like that word. All right, so I'm going to throw my stream around. If you found me, a few found me yesterday. I think I got up to like 5 viewers. I'm just blowing up the internet. Not really. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I've got a few things that I want to go over. Yesterday I made 2 hours worth of videos. That is a lot, and today I was requested to do even more. So I will. We're gonna go into, like I said earlier, BTC, SHIB. We're gonna go over these things, and we're gonna see what's happening, what's going on, what can we accomplish by figuring some of this stuff out. So the first thing I want to do is we are gonna go over the internet's favorite, Shibu Inu. Now, SHIB, look at this mess. Look at this. This is what a professional looks like, ladies and gentlemen. You like that? You like that? Do you understand that? Do you understand? It's like a archaic language. Look at that. It means pretty cool, huh? All right. So we're gonna erase all this this nonsense. Look at this. Jesus. You think I'd do this all day or something? All right, get out of here. Oh, I wanted him. No, you come back. You get out of here. Where? Okay. You gotta. All this has gotta go, man. You gotta go. 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 Gotta go. Okay. So these lines are relatively new. I figured that we would remove all the nonsense from SHIB since we're getting so much different price action. Let's clear away the clutter and let's basically focus on some new patterns, okay? Because we had such a push yesterday. We had another triangle last night. We had another breakout. It's seriously at like 15 to 20 at this point from the first week of October. We're talking. It's October 24th. It's got to be in the 20 range of how many breakouts this thing has had. And they have not one, maybe one has been a bear break. All the rest have been bull breaks. And that's pretty cool. Because that's a few bucks. I know a lot of people way more people do longs versus shorts. That means they want the price to go up versus down. And if the price is going up, people are probably making a few dollars. I definitely jumped on the bandwagon of this moving around. I've been charting it. I've been trying to make a few dollars. I play charting defensively. So let's take a look. So we have multiple trends. Why don't we even get rid of these? You know what? Let's just get rid of them. Let's chart this together. What is going on here? Get out of here. Get out of here, you. All right, we are going to chart this together. Let's see what we're seeing. So normally we would start out in the day. I was asked really a good question yesterday of when do what time frames am I using? And I will tell you again now. If you look at the top left of the screen, okay, if we look over here, you can see that these to me are the most important. So 5, 30, and hour are my main focuses. In other words, I do everything macro. I come out to the day and the 6 hour, and I see what's going on as a whole. That's called your macro range. Okay, so I see everything as a whole. Okay, from afar, and then I take the magnifying glass and get close, and that's where your 5, your 30, and your hour is coming from. Okay, and if you had to ask me which one is my favorite, which one I use the most, I use the hour probably more than anything else. The 30-minute is definitely a close second, but I use the hour as a time frame for my scalping and for my day trading. Swing trading, it's going to be the 6 hour. Maybe I'll even throw in a 3 hour. I do have those marked. I do like to go to the 2 and 3. But when asking for time frames, basically, and I'm going to say this again, if you could imagine holding of course I don't have, where's all my, I'm such a professional. If you could imagine holding a piece of paper in front of you, okay? The way the time frame works, because you're looking at the same information from different points of view, different time frames. So the way it works is this is the macro, this is the day, this is the 6 hour, 12 hour, this is the 5 minute, 1 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. It's closer. So all you're doing is taking the stock and moving it in and out. And I think a lot of people have difficulty grasping that concept. They think when they're going to a different time frame, it's almost like they're looking at different information. And of course, that's not true. You're looking at the information from a different point of view, which is great because that is the best way to help you gauge what's going on. So let's check out SHIB. I've done enough talking about other nonsense. So we're gonna do our. I mean, is that not the most basic uptrend you've ever seen? Like really, just that's just an uptrend. Okay, there's nothing special about this at all. We could narrow it in and do patterns. I'm sure I've done I think a million patterns on SHIB, and that to me is just the most basic uptrend I think I've ever seen. It's just look at that. It's almost boring. Anyway, there we go. SHIB is done. You guys can leave for the day. I'm done. That's it. SHIB is done. We're done. Not even gonna look at BTC. No. I can't believe this is really all I'm looking at. We had so much price movement. Even if I get down to the lower time frames, we could pick it apart if we want to. I'm sure this was flagpole, flag, excuse me, breakout, little breakout, flagpole, flag. Remember, we did this weeks ago. Actually, is this the right time frame? So when was weeks ago? October 3rd? Am I looking at the wrong? Oh my God, guys. OMG. Guys, I didn't realize something. Oh man. This I'm in the lower time frames. I wow. I just made a funny mistake. I actually just thought that this right here I thought that this was the whole mapping because this was so horizontal. This is actually the consolidation tunnel. Wow. I would say that's a boo-boo, but I'm just glad I found that out. So look at all the insanity. Oh my God. Okay. So that's actually all of the Shibu information. Everything that I deleted is just what happened recently. That's how much it's actually shot up. That's how much of an uptrend has happened since last night. And I'll be honest, that's a little crazy. I seriously thought that what I was looking at least for the first minute, I thought that might have been it. Okay. I can't delete all this other stuff. We're just gonna go off of we're just gonna have to go off of what I see now. Okay, so we were in this consolidation. I thought I removed all this. This is everything that we tracked. Okay, so this is back October 4th. We had continually flagpole, 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 flag. It did really well. Then it went into a crazy consolidation tunnel. Okay, so it was enamored into this kind of box. So look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. When eventually I got an alert. This is where we were. This was the alert, and I wound up making a few bucks on this. But this is where we are now. I can't believe I thought this was the whole pattern. That was really weirding me out. I'm like, man, I remember a whole lot more going on with SHIB, and I just did delete a lot. But all of that stuff that I just deleted literally was charted yesterday. That's funny. I'm a goof. Anyway, let's check it out. All I have is a basic uptrend, guys. Like, what's funny is I'm sitting there going, man, I've been mapping this thing for a while. I did delete a lot, but is it really? No, no, no. It's just an uptrend. That's it. It's just a basic uptrend. We can't really. There's nothing else going on here. So with that being said, that's SHIB. SHIB is on an uptrend, meaning, seeing now, me personally, I would not be buying here. I did all of my purchases yesterday, made my money yesterday. I am out of SHIB for now until I see a new pattern. Now, this typically means that you can buy right now and be safe. Okay, remember we went over that thing yesterday for everybody that was with us yesterday? Okay, let's bring that back up. This is how you scalp and day trade for the most part. Should you join the trade? Well, is the trade doing what you want it to do? Is it going up? It hasn't met technicals. Now, we haven't gotten to a lot of technicals because honestly, I don't use a lot of them anymore. I've gotten so like bare bones that I have other people that actually tell me about their technicals, and I use that information. So it's nice to have other people to put a puzzle together because they see different things. Anyway, this is what I check before I trade. This is how my mindset. I've been trading for a long time now. I've been trading for about 10 years, charting for maybe 8 months to 6 months, and I got really serious with it 3 months ago where I just read everything I could, and now I love it because it works. I'm sorry, it works. Yeah. Are we in consolidation? And what does the middle say? What does the middle say when we're in consolidation? Close your charts. Why does it say that? Why does it say that, guys? Because we don't know what's going to happen. This was consolidation, by the way. This huge 40% zone was consolidation. Can you trade it? Absolutely. Of course you can trade it. You can buy here. You can sell here. You can buy here. You can sell here. The point is I don't think it's smart to, because you don't have a hold on what's actually happening with the stock on a macro scale. So again, if we go in here, we don't understand on the hour. We don't understand that this is consolidation. We don't know if it's part of a trend yet. So what we do, of course, is we go out. Let's go on this 6. Uh-oh, lost everything. Look at that. So in the 6, we can clearly see that we are on a massive uptrend. That's actually where, you know what I'm going to do? Bear with me. We're going to go to a different SHIB map. Look, I charted this one too. How funny is that? Do you see how much charting I do? It's kind of crazy how much charting I do now. I'm doing charting like nonstop. I do charting so often that I have different coin pairings with different charting. And there's proof. Okay, anyway, so let's get some of this stuff out of here. This is what I did a couple weeks ago, and we're just going to get a general, we're going to get rid of this. We know what consolidation was, so let's just see where we're at. Now, I'm sure a lot of you can figure out where I'm going with this. It's real simple. There's only 2 points here. That's it. If we were to take this from a macro point of view, Shiba Inu, from a macro point of view, before this, nothing really mattered, movement here and there. So we're not going to care too much about that. We're going to start everything. SHIB became interesting in October. And I'm only want to do coin that's interesting. Coin that's not interesting, you might not make money from. So who cares? If there's huge percentages moving, you should be involved with it. Real quick, how do you get involved with it? You go to these bubble maps, okay? I pointed it out yesterday. I just want to show it off again. If you want to see, bear with me, I just want to find it. Okay, if you want to see what coin is doing what for the day, okay, There is a great site. There's tons of these. Okay, there's tons of them, and is this one specifically is a crypto bubble map. Okay, so look how big SHIB is compared to everything else. So the market is doing bad today. That's probably because BTC is, I guess BTC is down. Where are we at with BTC actually? I know I'm jumping all over the place, but there's a lot going on. BTC, I want to say this is considered down for BTC. Okay, you can see it like in a micro version here. Okay, this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend that we've been following. We could see a nice cup and handle. We could see a nice arch pattern here. So far, BTC is going down. But look at SHIB, laughing in the face, not caring about BTC's market value. In fact, I think I read something that the market cap for SHIB was close to BTCs and Ethereums or something at the same time in the last 48 hours. Just something ridiculous. Anyway, so if you want to see what's going on with coin as a whole, or at least who's doing good, who's doing bad, crypto bubbles. Now you can find heat maps all over the net. This is the one that I've been using. Anyway, back to SHIB. So SHIB is on this 2-point uptrend. It should continue. They typically teach to not go off of all the time. What happened recently, is that going to happen again? In other words, should we take our old pattern data here and apply it to where we are now? Yes and no. Yes, in this case, because SHIB has proven time and time again, especially during the first couple weeks of October, that it's going to do pull, pattern, pull, pattern, pull, pattern over and over. And it did that. And now look what we're doing on the macro scale, boys and girls. What are we doing on the macro scale? Flag pull, flag, consolidation. And what? What is it? Flag pull. What do we expect to come after that? A flag? I think you're right. So that's what I'm saying. We could be seeing another continuation of patterns. They teach you not to necessarily look at old pattern data, like I'm saying. But in this case, SHIB has proven over and over that its continued pattern data is useful to you. And what do we use? We use useful data. That's what charting is. That's all it is. This data I can take to trade better. That's all we're doing. So let's go have a look. We took a look at SHIB. Let's move this guy over. Actually, for you guys to see better, we're going to move this over here. Move this over here, and we're going to go here. All right, and then we'll spread this over a little bit. Is that all you're going to do for me, program? You know what? Then we're just going to get out of here. All right. Look at our BTC. Our BTC, we are still, we were on an uptrend. So look at this nice uptrend. Everything was great. Uptrend continuation. We had the uptrend. Now we are falling. So I mentioned the reversal somewhere around here. But the point of the matter is right now that we really want to see, now this is called a cup and handle pattern. I haven't talked about this one too often. So this would be the handle, this would be the cup. And what you would want to do is, now if it's, you want confirmation, okay? So sometimes based on how the cup and handle works, this is the breakout zone, okay? And typically it will break out. Now, I think in this kind of pattern, I could be wrong. So what do we do? I want to consult the books. Because I want to say that this kind of pattern, I don't think is what we want. Man, I could be wrong. I don't want to say one way or another. So basically, the idea is that after this handle has formed, we now have a cup. Usually it's over a longer period of time. This is over days. So this is over days. And what happens is at the end of the cup, a massive breakout happens. And I'm pretty sure it happens in the opposite direction of the final ascension or descension of the previous cup. Just get me on that? Did you get all that? So whatever this information would be here, I'm pretty sure what happens is we get then the opposite. So we could see a pickup back over 65. I would actually love to see that happen. But then it might drop back down to 60. But you know what? That's okay. We're in a good zone. Remember a couple weeks ago where we were just breaking like 50? We were breaking like 50K. And geez, a couple months ago, what, in July, we were like 30K. And there were so many doubters. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's all done. Like, I guess we're not gonna. I guess that's it. We're not gonna see all of this great stuff from BTC, and of course, it's gonna win in the end. Crypto is going to win in the end, people. This is even if you're just getting involved with crypto now, you're in early. I think less than 1% of the Earth is involved in crypto. That I'm pretty sure it's a real statistic that I've read, and if it's a statistic that I've read on the internet, it's true, right? I'm pretty sure that you're in early, okay? So this stuff is still going to continue to balloon. Hopefully we don't see like a hyperinflation. That would kind of stink. But which actually I've read that we might be coming up to a hyperinflation. An analyst said that we might be actually doing too well. I don't know how true that is. I am not a that's not my forte. I'm into charting. I'm pretty good at it. I'll stick with that. But man, I really hope we don't go into some crazy hyperinflation across the board. It could be bad. But like, look at what's happening. Look at this. I could go back to the heat map, but just look at this watch list, guys. Red, seas of red. And why is that happening? I don't know if I've mentioned this too often, but BTC is our main man. Okay, BTC is the master of all crypto. It is the biggest market cap. It has the most value in every way, price point, you name it. People even use Bitcoin and crypto synonymously. I think I'm using that word correctly. Whereas they will say Bitcoin but mean crypto, or crypto and mean Bitcoin, and it's used so frequently together that it's like when your mom. I'm a little bit on the older side, but it's like when your mom bought you video game systems when you were a kid, and she called all of them Nintendo. So now all of crypto is to normies is just called Bitcoin. They don't call it crypto; they call it Bitcoin. Anyway, so we got to check out BTC. We got to check out SHIB. This is just going to be, I want to say this is a quick afternoon video, but we're going to probably hit the half an hour mark. These videos get long. I apologize. They're made so you can absorb all this info, and it's just me talking. I hope you don't mind. Let's go over some other stuff. Let's go over Solana. Okay. Solana is something that I did futures on the other night, did pretty well, really happy about that. Now look at this. Look at this. I want to point something out, okay? I draw these circles all the time, all right? I draw these circles and I consider them areas to watch. Usually I write next to that area to watch. The reason I do that is because that's literally the area you need to be paying attention to shortly. In other words, when I draw the circle, we might not be close to it. Don't pay attention. Not a lot's going to happen. When we get closer to these circles, if you ever check out my watch list or want to know about different coin, these circles are important because look what just happened. We just fell out of one. Okay, the other day, we shot out of a SHIB one where I drew the circle. The circles are important areas to watch. And look what's happening with Solana. That's a breakout. This is a bear break. Solana bear break. It's official. Like I could officially actually put that down. That is a Solana bear break. Now, does that mean we're in a reversal? Not necessarily. What that does mean is we can, you know what we'll do together, guys? Let's do this. Just like I said, we're going to do the sol. Let's do a different sol. Okay. This is a fresh sol chart. Let's go out a little bit and let's just look at what's going on the macro. Okay. So what do we have? We've got an uptrend. Cool. Got a basic, nice looking uptrend. To me, the uptrend should continue. The uptrends continue typically and downtrends continue based on their strength. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 connecting points in the 6 hour. So to me, that has pretty good strength to continue. Got me? That should continue as an uptrend. It did fall out of our patterns. If we go back and look at the other one, I would like to compare them just to show you. If we look at the other mapping that I did, see this triangle up top? Well, if we get close to that area, you can see. Am I even closer? Yeah, maybe I'm even closer over there. Where am I? 30? Yeah. So you see it now? Do you see the triangle? Okay. So this would have been, actually I'm not sure, but it's something like this over there. Okay, something along those lines, and it broke out south. Okay, so it's larger than that, maybe. The point being is that is an official breakout. You could have traded that and you could have made out. What would you have done? Real quick, you would have put your stop loss here. Okay, you would have let this continued, or I'm sorry, you would put your order here, stop loss. I like tight stop losses. I don't only want to lose $5, $10, $20, $30, $100. I don't want to lose 1,000. So if I'm putting 1,000 in, I want a tight stop loss. It might be a fake out, and if it is, I can always go back into the trade. Remember, just because the trade isn't successful, let's say it goes off, it's a fake out, your stop loss hits, you lose 10 bucks. But now it looks like it's going back into a breakout. Okay, well, enter the trade again. What's wrong? Enter the trade again. If you think it's going to take off, put your stop loss there. And if it doesn't work out, now you just lost another 10 or 20%, whatever. The point is, you're trying to ride those waves. You want to ride these pumps, whether they're north or south. That's how you do it. So for a south one, just like this, you would want to hold on until this kind of target. Now, of course, this isn't perfect break. None of them are going to be perfect breaks, right? This isn't perfect. So this break, you could actually, even if you wanted to, consider this to be not a break. What you could then do is you could just turn it into a wedge. See, there's so many different angles you can trade at with charting. That's why I like it so much, is because now, let's say I wasn't feeling confident about that. I didn't want to trade it. Okay, now it's a wedge. Great. So now let's follow the wedge pattern. And you can put patterns on top of patterns on top of patterns. I recommend it because then you can see what might happen. So we draw our circle, right? We saw that bear break not too long ago. Check this out. Okay, we're going to do it again. We have our wedge, which will turn into a triangle deeper. Okay, so what I typically do with something like this is we're going to draw our circle. Let's see if I can get it again. Which means I see major movement to break out of this area, north, south. I'm not sure. We don't know. That's why we chart this stuff. We don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. The financial institutions know what's going to happen. Okay, we're not them. Whales don't know what's going to happen. Okay, the whales are usually linked up with the financial institutions, but the financial institutions make the moves. We don't know what they're going to do, and since we don't know what they're going to do, charting helps. Okay, especially with the volume profile. I encourage everybody to learn about the volume profile. I know this is backwards. I like to flip myself so when I see myself, it works out. Volume profile. The more you read about this stuff, the more it actually makes sense. What's funny is this book actually says that charting is a joke. This is my bread and butter for volume profile, and this book says that charting does not work. But I've kind of proven it does. Okay. Unless my charts really start to fail in the next 6 months, I've only increased my bags, my bank account with charting. So that's what I'm trying to show. And if nobody wants to put their money out on charting, great. But what can you do with charting? You can map the market yourself. You can, even if you don't want to put $1 down, you can map what the market might do. That's what's so cool about it. Because a lot of the times, as long as you give yourself an idea of what's going on, you're ahead of the game. Instead of just looking at something blank with price action, okay, instead of just looking at something like this, okay, I just want to give you an example. Instead of just going like, okay, This is it. That's what I'm looking at. Great. What are you going to get from that? I don't know what's going to happen. Actually, what's funny is I've been charting so often. I like chart in my sleep. I've charted so often now that I actually do have an idea. Like I already see this being a big wedge. I don't like that pattern down below, but we could just really quickly. So now to me, I just charted that. I've got my wedge pattern, and now I can see what's going to happen. So I can take this, extend this, and now look, we've got a flat top triangle. And if anybody knows, I love flat top triangles. Why? Because they break out. Okay? So now that's another area of watch. And you want to lap this stuff up, or you want to put it on top of each other so that it makes sense. We're getting to the point now where I am 30 minutes in. Thank you guys for joining me today. Sunday afternoon. I'm going to do more videos later. We got up to like 3 or 4 viewers today. That's cool by me. I don't care if I have 0 viewers because these are getting recorded and then I put them up to YouTube. You guys watch them at your leisure. My name is DeMarco for Conquering Crypto. I have a Venmo. Check out my Venmo if you want to toss me a few bucks. If this information is worth it to you, it helps me continue to do this. And I'm being dead serious. If you want to help me out and Conquering Crypto out, tip me. Half the time I don't even use the money for myself. I've been using it to do metrics. I've been using it to do just advertising, all kinds of other stuff. So if you want to help the channel, Venmo is the way to go. You can find me on Twitter, DeMarco_Danny. You can find my trading view in the description. So all this stuff is in the description. Check it out. I really thank you guys for joining me today. I'm going to do more of these later. If you want to join, or if there's something you want me to map or watch or whatever. One more peek. Sorry, I'm keeping you. I don't mean to keep you. SHIB. I want to look at SHIB one more time just to see where we're at. Jeez, man. This thing is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, still on an uptrend. I plan on trying to scalp it later, but I don't want to scalp on the uptrend. I want to wait for a reversal or fall or something. Anyway, thank you for joining me this Sunday afternoon. I will be doing more later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.